Well, some Missouri state departments are expressing concern tonight that the budget passed by lawmakers this month won't give them enough money. You'll probably remember lawmakers waited until the final day to pass the budget, and there was barely time to read through the whole thing. Well, that budget is $51 billion, a reduction from last year when you account for inflation and state refunds. Some departments, like the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education, will have to survive on significantly less money, partly because federal pandemic funding is ending. Republicans are touting a reduction in spending, but Democrats say lawmakers are going to have to go back for a special session to give these departments extra funding.
It's the first time in 9 years that I've been here that we passed a budget that is smaller. In other words, we're not spending as much money next year as we spent the year before. That's important.
And it's going to cost billions more than what we did. It's all lies. They're lying to the Missouri people because they're trying to win elections. And yes, we will be back here for a special session to have an emergency supplemental. Whether that's before the end of the year or not, I don't know.
Well, if lawmakers are called back to fix the budget, that would cost taxpayer dollars. Governor Parson's office told us he will make that decision after he returns from a trip overseas.